Why do the Jews have to pay so many taxes to the Romans? And why are there so many Roman soldiers everywhere in the time of Jesus? A long time ago, the Romans conquered the Jews and made it part of their vast empire. They brought their laws, their soldiers, and yes, their taxes. The Romans ruled over Judea with a strong hand. They demanded heavy taxes from the people and enforced their laws strictly. This created a lot of tension and unhappiness among the Jews. Jews were allowed to worship God and follow their traditions, but the presence of Roman authority and their harsh rules made life difficult for many. In these challenging times, the Jewish people held on to their faith and their hope for a Messiah, a Savior who would free them from Roman oppression. And then came Jesus, who taught about love, mercy, and the kingdom of heaven. He said he didn't come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. The law of Moses, given to their ancestors, was not just a set of rules, it was their identity, their covenant with God. To them, the law was eternal, a direct command from God that shaped every aspect of their lives. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. Matthew 5:17. Jesus' actions and teachings sometimes worried the religious leaders. They feared he might be undermining the law. But Jesus was showing a deeper understanding of God's will. They saw him healing on the Sabbath, eating with sinners, and challenging the religious leaders. Was he disregarding the law? But Jesus made it clear. The word fulfill is crucial. Jesus wasn't nullifying the law. He was bringing it to its fullest expression. He wasn't just teaching obedience to the law, but revealing its true purpose, leading us to a deeper relationship with God. Whoever disobeys even the least important of the commandments and teaches others to do the same will be least in the kingdom of heaven. On the other hand, whoever obeys the law and teaches others to do the same will be great in the kingdom of heaven. Jesus taught that true righteousness isn't just about following rules. It's about having a pure heart and a sincere relationship with God. For the Jews, the law was sacred. But Jesus pointed out that the law was not just about external compliance. It was about the heart. Unless your righteousness surpasses that of the Pharisees and the teachers of the law, you will certainly not enter the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5:20. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:8. Jesus called for a righteousness that went beyond mere actions. He wanted people to embrace the spirit of the law, to love God and their neighbors with all their hearts. This Jesus, he heals on the Sabbath and eats with sinners. I'll say, is he not breaking the law? He speaks of fulfilling the law, but his ways are different. We must understand his message. You have heard that it was said to the people long ago, you shall not murder, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Matthew 5:21-22. Jesus was teaching that true righteousness goes beyond just following rules. It's about the heart and the intentions behind our actions. Jesus wants us to love God and each other with all our hearts. True righteousness is about a pure heart and a sincere relationship with God. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Matthew 5:6. And so, in the midst of Roman rule and cultural tension, Jesus brought a message of hope, love, and true righteousness. A message that still resonates with us today. Follow Jesus' teachings and have a pure heart. Remember, true righteousness comes from within. Journey through ancient Judea. Remember, true righteousness is about loving God earnestly,